Good morning, guys. It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So today's video is actually going to be myths, M-Y-T-H-S, about Atkins. Now, let's be honest, a lot of people give it a completely bad rap, and hopefully these things that I'm going to be able to explain really quick I hope they will put a lot of your doubts to rest. Let's get started. Now, right away, I will say the number one rebuttal is people will think right away is I can eat unlimited amounts of meat, I can eat unlimited amounts of cheese, and I'll be perfectly fine because that's the way Atkins works. That is absolutely wrong. That is 100% myth, and it is false information. You can't eat unlimited amounts of anything and still lose weight unless it was like air or water or something like that. Seriously, let's be realistic. It really depends on calories in versus calories out. And you can argue with me that all day long, that's perfectly fine, but if you follow paleo, keto, if you're vegan, if you're a bodybuilder, no matter what it is, if you're not expending as many calories as that you're consuming or more and creating a deficit, you are not going to lose weight. That's just the way it is. Number two is if you follow a structured meal plan. Okay, so really quick, let's back up. Gluconeogenesis. Okay, gluconeogenesis is, and yes, I argued with Dr. Berg the other day. He never responded, which is fine. I had a whole paragraph, actually a small story that I wrote him, and he never even responded. Which, I mean, makes sense. There's thousands of people and stuff like that that respond to him. Gluconeogenesis is a process in which if you consume anything, and specifically protein in this instance, and the myth is that Atkins makes you consume too much protein, therefore it is being converted back to glucose and stored as fat. Okay, so here's the thing. You know, everybody says Atkins is high protein, high fat, low carbohydrate. Well, the reality is it's not high protein in the sense of what you're thinking high protein may be. The reason the protein levels are a little bit elevated compared to keto per se or anything like that, and they're really actually not. They're not really elevated. It's just that keto is following more of a structure as far as like your exact protein needs. Now, the actual protein that you're consuming on an Atkins-based diet is pretty moderate. Okay, so for instance, if I were to eat a day of Atkins right now on a structured plan, which I suggest, if you don't have a structured plan, please contact me. I have 3 plans: 4-week plans, 8-week plans, and 16-week plans. They start at $45, the 8 weeks is $80, and the 16-week is $135. You can't go into this or any other way of eating, W-O-E, without a actual structure plan. If somebody writes you out an Atkins plan, they're going to basically, if they know what they're doing, they're going to give you 3 servings of 6 ounces of meat per day. So we'll go on the high end and say chicken breast at 50 grams of protein per 6 ounce serving equals what? Times 3, 150. Roughly, it's like 156. Okay, so I'm a 230 pound guy. You take away my idea. Now, if you go by everybody else's spectrum, they're going to say 1 gram per pound of body weight. So, and my idea is not that. I say reduce whatever amount of fat you have because there's no reason to feed fat protein because it's not muscle. Okay? So, you would instantly be at 156 roughly, right? I'm a 230 pound guy. If I take away whatever body fat percentage, I need to have like 176. Now if you go according to everybody else, I need 230 grams of protein, okay? So tell me, okay? Put it in the comment section below right now, tell me how, if I am following Atkins, that it is going to throw me or my protein intakes into gluconeogenesis. It is not possible. On Atkins, I personally supplement in addition, and I will eat another 8 ounces of chicken breast in a day to be able to meet my protein needs, okay? Now you might not have protein needs that high. You might be right around 100 or 150 or whatever, or maybe you're not really concerned with your protein needs because you're not trying to build muscle, sustain muscle, whatever, that's fine, I get it, okay? And we'll talk about that in a second. You're like, whoa, I don't want to lose muscle. Relax, that's something we're going to talk about in a second. If you're not in excess of protein, gluconeogenesis process never happens, for the simple fact that you don't have any more than what you need, okay? So that's a myth. Busted. Sorry. Number 3, and this just goes to, I don't know why, it's redundant, I said it twice. Atkins is not a high protein diet. Period. Talk to any bodybuilder, anybody that's counting their macros or anything like that, and I guarantee their macros, protein intake, will be higher than what it would give them. And say you're 100 pounds, okay? First of all, if you're 100 pounds, you don't need to lose weight. And you probably necessarily maybe don't need to be messing with Atkins. And if you did, which is cool, you know, because maybe your goal weight was 100 pounds, you got down to 100 pounds, now you need to maintain. We can mess with your ability, and the chances are, by the time you got down to 100 pounds, the general Atkins won't work, and you would just shave off a little bit of food because it would be too much quantity for you overall, whether it's vegetables, fats, whatever. Number 4, you don't need tons of carbs to stay alive. A lot of people tell me, oh, I can't, I need bread, I need pasta, I need this. Okay, well then you want or need to stay overweight, okay? General rule of thumb, look at bodybuilders, look at fitness people, look at anybody trying to cut down their weight. Go to a nutritionist. I don't give a damn who the nutritionist is. Little tip, even if they hate Atkins, ask them how they're going to help you lose weight. Guarantee the first thing they do, shave off carbs. I'm not saying Atkins is the only end-all cure-all. I'm just saying they're going to tell you the exact same thing in a completely different way. Because if they just said go follow Atkins, how do they make $500 for your little 15-minute consultation? They don't. Okay, that's the way it goes. Number 5. You do not lose muscle because you're consuming an adequate amount of protein to fuel your muscle. A lot of people will worry that they're going to lose muscle mass while they're following Atkins. Okay, so here's the thing. The subcutaneous fat that sits over your muscle, meaning all of this extra excess. Do you see the excess that you can pull off? All that excess that you can pull off is fat, okay? You may think that for some reason you're going to lose muscle. And I'm not saying I'm the biggest guy on the planet, okay? But I do periods in which I do high carb and I do periods in which I do low carb. And to be honest, over the last few years, I've gained quite a bit of muscle. Now, obviously I'm learning, okay? I'm learning, but Atkins is one thing I'm pretty good at. And I know for a fact that if you go low carb and you have adequate amounts of protein, the funny thing is the same people that are going to say you're going into gluconeogenesis are also the same people that are saying you're going to lose muscle. You can't do the same thing. You can't do those at the same time, okay? You can't. So even if you're going into gluconeogenesis, it would be impossible for you to be able to lose muscle because you had over the amount of protein. You could gain fat on top of the muscle, but you can't, there's no possible way for you to be able to lose muscle if you have all the protein that you need. In addition to that, if you are short, which you're not, and if you were short on your protein intake, just add a little bit more protein, it's fine. Chances are, if you're trying to lose weight, you probably need to focus on losing weight rather than building tons of muscle. If you're doing an exercise program while you're on Atkins or any type of low carbohydrate meal plan, which I fully 100% recommend, it's not necessarily that you're going to be building crazy amounts of muscle like some bodybuilder or something like that, but you are tightening up those muscles, strengthening those muscles, making yourself stronger, more toned, more firm, but you're not necessarily going to put on huge amounts of mass. That being said, in addition to the protein being perfectly fine and you're not going to lose muscle, in addition to that, your fat is high enough and is now, rather than carbs and sugar, is now your primary fuel source. Therefore, your body is going to go to the fuel source, meaning fat that you're consuming now. That's why you don't wing meal plans and just try, because you go then or do lazy keto or whatever. Everybody says, yeah, sure, I can try to get my 20 carbohydrates or whatever, but then you start lacking on fat, and then you could potentially have issues when it comes to losing muscle, because if your body doesn't have its primary fuel source, because it's obviously not those carbs that you're focusing so much on, that you're trying to, I need to hit my 20 carbs, I need to hit my 20 carbs. Well, did you hit your fat? Because if you didn't hit your fat, then unfortunately you're probably going to start breaking off into those muscle stores, because it really doesn't have anything else to burn. So it's really important that you focus on the fat. With a well-structured meal plan, you're going to have plenty of fat. Your body goes directly to the fat, the primary fuel source, because it's also going to, over time, be fat adapted. It's going to start eating away at that fat that it's stored for so long. In addition to that, you're not going to have any muscle loss due to the fact that your primary fuel source is fat now. Protein is completely left alone and used for muscle recovery, muscle synthesis, protein synthesis. It all goes right into the muscle and is used for that. Gist of everything is, if you want to do Atkins, if you want to do keto, why do I keep saying that? If you want to do keto, if you want to do paleo, if you want to be a vegan, if you want to be, I don't know, I hear all kinds of things. It doesn't matter what other people think, okay? But I'm pretty sure I helped at least give a better understanding, if not let you know that the stuff you're probably hearing is hogwash. The idea behind any formation of your diet, meaning keto, paleo, counting your macros, whatever it is, the idea is optimal health. So when you're doing these things, obviously I wouldn't want to steer you towards something that was dangerous. And a lot of people say Atkins is dangerous. No, that's crap. What I was doing before was dangerous, okay? Eating until I vomited. I was 350 pounds. I literally had hemorrhoids that made me like buckle under pain and bleeding every single day. I would go to McDonald's and spend $20 in the morning, $20 at night. I would drink 5 Monsters a day, 12 packs of soda every single freaking day, if not more. That was killing me. This, I'm eating good quality whole foods, I'm eating well-rounded amounts of protein, I'm eating fats. How can you tell me that my gallon of water a day is hurting me? Or my half a gallon of water, whatever it is. Stop listening to the BS. Everybody's just trying to give you information, or they're know-it-alls or whatever. Chances are the people that are giving you information have no idea what the hell they're talking about, and that's fine. It's not worth arguing over. Say, you know what, that's great, thank you so much for your input. Have a beautiful day. Move on. Carry on. You might be at a level of your life that not everybody else is ready for, or they may never want to be there. You know, you might want to be healthy, but your partner might not be, or might not ever care to be, and that's fine. Who cares? You know, don't judge them because of it, or let them judge you because of it. It goes both ways. You know, say, hey, you know what? I don't give you crap for eating Twinkies 24/7. Don't give me crap for eating lettuce, you know, or eating healthy. You guys, I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Again, remember to be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. If you're new here, if you're new to Atkins, check out the links in the description below. I'll put some keto sticks and some different things that I think are pivotal on getting started on your new weight loss journey. You guys, track your progress. Make sure you take your pictures. Check out the links in the description below. If you're new here also, check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I think there's 2 on there. We are the one with 3,500 members. We're extremely picky about who we let in. We don't deal with bullies. We don't deal with fake supplements or anything that you're trying to sell or whatever. We have people that are keto, we have people that are paleo, we have vegans, we have people that just count macros, we have people that are Atkins, we have people of all walks of life, basically everybody that just wants to get healthier. Okay, Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. The link to the group will be in the description below. If you don't answer the 3 questions, we are very hesitant to let you in. Have an awesome day, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you for watching. Peace.